going on, everybody? This is the B.A.M show, which stands for Being a Man. I'm here today with my co-host, Mr. Mango.
What's
What's
up?
going on?
What's up? Just chilling.
What's up?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Hey, so as you guys know, it's another hour show where we'll just be talking about random stuff. We just basically just have a conversation tonight. So if you're in the chat, you can bring up a conversation that you think be a good conversation. And if we deem it a good conversation, we may talk about it. Or you can just listen to whatever conversation that randomly, comes out.
Llama Gaming, what's going on with you?
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. I need to also get into the chat myself. So, Mr. Mango, what's been going on this week for you?
Well, for me, I kind of, been busy. Been with the shop being closed, I stepped up daddy duty and stuff. So the kids kind of been crazy and doing stuff around the house. But I've been watching. We ain't how many weeks we been off the air? Was it 1 week or two?
I think it was probably two.
Yeah. So a lot has happened in this period of time, and
I heard it was big in the Game of Thrones community.
you say you can't hear Mike? You serious? Because I'm looking at his levels, and this thing says he got levels. All right, I can't stand it when the software don't be honest. The only way I can know is if the software says it's doing it, and based off of the software, I hear you. But it might help if I
Yeah.
raise up the volume, though. I did have it low. Use the error. But thank you for that. I'm gonna log into YouTube
Hey,
myself.
can you hear me now? Yes.
I'm gonna log into YouTube myself, and
Man, I hate that. Can you hear me now? Oh, he say you hear me now. You good?
I had the levels down in YouTube myself.
Oh, okay. Hey, appreciate that, gaming.
That's what I'm talking about, Llama Gaming. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes people let you go 30 minutes without saying nothing to you. Anyway.
Yeah, that would have been messed up.
Yeah, I'm looking at the levels, and your levels is moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can see his levels moving. Why? But anyway.
Yeah, by the way, too, since you probably didn't hear me at the beginning, I did say, we're going to be talking about random subjects today. So, but if anybody who's listening have anything that they feel that we could talk about, definitely share it in the comments, and we, potentially talk about that as well. So,
yeah.
You probably didn't hear me say that.
Yeah, we'll talk about whatever you like.
Exactly. So, hey, I watched Game of Thrones.
He said dogs.
I watched Game of Thrones the first two seasons, and I fell off after that. But you have been like a advocate for Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So, what happened this past season?
Well, I ain't gonna spoil it. But a lot has happened this past season. A lot of chickens are coming home to roost. Video games, Naruto. A lot of chickens come home to roost, and a lot of stuff that had, like, you can't jump into season 6 or 7 without have watched the first few seasons. Someone like you have to watch season 3. Matter of fact, someone like you got to start over, because season 1 and 2 is long gone in your brain. So you got to refresh season 1 and 2, then pick up 3, 4, and 5, because it's going to you're gonna not know what some of the stuff mean that they talking about, and the people that make the show assume you know what they talking about because we had it on the episode. You know what I'm saying? So we had it on the episode before. It's up to you to pay attention and listen to the dialogue. Okay, a lot of folks like the action, like the sex, like the everything, and they're not big on dialogue. Oh my God, I can't stand somebody who like to talk during something that's full of dialogue and then want to ask me a question. Nah, nigga, we just watch the same shit. We just watch the same shit. How come you asking me?
Yeah.
But that happens.
Man,
But
so it's one of them things. If I try to watch it now, I'm so many seasons behind. I
you can
have to
binge it.
probably
You
literally
can
take
binge
like
it.
a couple of months out of my year.
Nah, it don't take that long. It don't take
You know
that
what I'm saying?
long.
Long?
Being that it's 10 episodes per season. Okay, we talking. You find time to watch one episode a day, you be done in no time. Treat it like a daily thing. One episode a
Yeah.
day, so it's not too far gone in your mind, and you'll be good. Because uh, the last episode 7, season 7, only has 7 episodes. Season 8 only have 6 episodes. So if you want to pick up on season 3, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, that's 40 episodes. So that's if you do one a day, but it's so good, you're not gonna do one a day. You're gonna do 2, you're gonna do 3, you're gonna probably binge one weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how Game of Thrones gets you. Like for example, with Defenders, yeah, we gotta talk about Defenders. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah. Boy, that's that. I think you know what I would say. If I say on a scale of 1 to 10, the Defenders, I'll give it a I say a 8. It was nice.
Here's
It
my
was nice.
problem with people that hated on Defenders. They
I
on,
didn't hate it.
they only watch Luke Cage.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everybody
Okay,
didn't see the rest. I saw all of them.
exactly. Everybody that had a problem with the Defenders only watched Luke Cage, maybe Daredevil. Okay, so you, please unmute me, Mr. Mangerhead. Um, you gonna be good? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. He talking about the other channel. Um, um, we'll talk about it. So you ain't got to post it no more. We'll talk about it. Um, you got to do it in order. Okay?
Yeah, yeah. You gotta do it in order.
You know, I watch folks on Facebook, man, this Defender was lame. The only part that I hated about Defenders, that it didn't have this high where it's like, oh, snap, everything's about to hit the fan. It didn't climax for me. It just kind of faded off, you know, and it was over. And I'm like, that's the last episode? I'm like, for real? Because it caught me off guard that it was only 8 episodes.
What? I didn't get my purse. Go ahead. Hey, the only thing I hated was this, man. I hated how they was arguing too much to me.
Yeah.
That's what got on my nerves. Like, all right, you guys are supposed to be superheroes, and you supposed to y'all. I understand y'all all have y'all own agenda, but y'all ultimate agenda is to help each other. So I mean, not help each other, but help the citizens of New York. So
But see,
I don't understand why
that wasn't their ultimate agenda. When you think about it, the only people that cared on that level was Daredevil. And even
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage didn't even care on that level. All he cared about was Harlem and the one dude and the brothers that getting caught up in Harlem. Jessica Jones didn't want to have nothing to do with it because she don't want to be no superhero. Iron Fist, all he cared about was defeating the Hand because of what they did to Kun Lun.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking Daredevil was the only one that had this I need to help everybody spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's why I could swear somebody. Old dude Stick was like, "Yo, you got to lead these people because they got their own specific focuses or agendas, and you're the only one with you're the one with the purest heart." You know, but at the same time, he was fucking up too because he was kept trying to save that shell of a woman. She gone.
Yeah.
She gone. She dead. Let her go. You know.
But I mean, he was right though. She really wasn't gone though. She was still there.
I think she was gone. Let me tell you why I think she was gone. This entity inhabit the body of old girl. Your memories is synapses in your brain. So that's the same brain. Why wouldn't she be able to tap in those memories and think that that's her personality?
Shoot. I mean, for one thing, like that, the people that was in the group of the Hand, like the Asian dude, he said she failed. He was like, because she's remembering who she used to be.
Mm-hmm.
he was like, "Now that's not supposed to be. That's not supposed to happen because she is not there no more. The entity that we
Yeah,
put in her
that's not
is
supposed to
supposed to
happen.
be there."
But it's not like they done this before. This is what they hope it be. They don't know how this thing actually gonna play out. For me, that's the same brain. So yes, you're gonna be able to tap in some of the memories.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it's not the same soul, okay, but it's the same. It's the same person.
Okay, so here's one thing I kind of noticed. They played a part with Electra and Stickhead, this conversation, and they played that kind of right before she started turning on, the lady.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, damn, was that kind of a plan that her and Stick had?
No, that was a flashback.
It's like
That was
just,
before she died.
yeah. That was saying. I knew it was a flashback, but that was the way it was being portrayed. It was kind of like it was seeming like that was a plan that her and Stick had all along.
Was for her to die and become Black Sky.
Well, not probably die, but probably to take over something in the hand organization.
I,
But
I just think that's how it played out. I
that's how it
think
played
her
out.
dying was not part of the plan. Her becoming Black Sky was not part of the plan. He was like, "Yo, she's not there. It's not her." You know, if he felt some way, why would he keep Daredevil in the dark? We like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
But they both, because they did keep Daredevil in the dark anyway, because he tried to get her to go and convince Daredevil to be this type of, you know, like warrior that she was. Like,
yeah, yeah.
hey,
That
whatever's
was going
necessary.
back to the flashback to how things
Yeah,
used to be. But now in the here and now, he wouldn't have kept some elaborate plan like that away from him
yeah,
if they all trying to defeat the hand. Now I will say Daredevil trouble in the beginning was the hand is too big to beat. He can't beat him, so he not trying to beat him. He won't out. He caring about old chick from True Blood,
yeah.
with the mole on her face. I can't think of her name, but he caring about her. Yo, how about it broke my heart that old girl got her hand cut off.
Hey, but look though, don't she supposed to be getting like some type of mechanical hand though?
She gonna get something this month.
Yeah. Because I think I saw her in the comics where she had like, like a mechanical hand. So she's gonna be probably playing a big role. Hey, did you see the teaser for Punisher?
Yeah, I saw that shit. I think they're gonna go back. It's gonna be prequel. I think where they're gonna kind of like, this is why this is. I think they're gonna go back. So that I'm looking forward to that. I hated how it ended, but it ended so short. What I'm hating is like these short seasons. I'm like, don't give me this and then switch it up. Why was this 8 episodes? Why was it? Did y'all feel rushed? I knew Disney was like, yo, we pulling all our shit from Netflix because we starting our own streaming service. But did y'all feel like y'all had to rush this? I think they only filmed for like a few months. But another thing, Jessica Jones, I like her show, but I'm hating her power set. Like you don't need to know karate or whatnot, but I want to see you use your shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing you jumping. You're not even jumping really high. That was what she was known for on her show. She could jump really high.
Potentially she can fly too.
Yeah, in the comics she can get there, but I think she's holding herself back. And I know they weren't going, because this was a team show, they're not going to do too much character development on the individual level. But I just hate to see maybe this right here. Jessica's like, I need to tighten up and learn how to fight or something, because there was a scene in her show where they had finally got the Purple Man and his security detail like beat up Jessica, and I'm like, what? You lifting up trash cans and cars, and you let these dudes beat you up? For real? Nah, this don't even fly. I'm punching people in the throat.
I did think it was funny, like during the fighting sequences, you had her and Luke Cage that didn't know no karate, and they was like getting their ass whooped. And you know what was funny though? Okay, so when Luke Cage was fighting Iron Fist, and we all know Iron Fist can hit pretty good, you know, especially when he light his hand up. So when Luke Cage is going against the enemies, why did I see them whooping his ass like that? Like I was like,
I
hold
think
on now.
if I recall correctly, the only person that make Luke Cage stumble was one of the fingers of the hand, that Asian
Oh,
dude. Other than
yeah,
that,
yeah.
I ain't see nobody else phase Luke Cage. And I think you seen the old lady?
Oh,
Um,
yeah, I saw her move his ass.
you know what I'm saying? The old lady wasn't playing.
Hmm. Yeah,
and
she got like them powers that she don't have to touch you to move you.
she's an airbender. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So I think it was pretty good. I still liked it though, man. I
Yeah, I
just
liked it.
hated all the bickering.
Yeah, well, I guess they setting it up for a second season of it. You know,
And I knew it was gonna last for four. I said, watch, they're gonna bicker for 4 fucking episodes. And then the next 4 episodes, they're gonna be getting it together and start saving people and shit.
here's another thing that kind of bothered me. Why is it that the only brother on the show smashed 3 of the chicks in the room?
He smashed. Okay. So he did the girl with the iron hand. He did the cop, and who else did he
He
smash?
smashed Jessica, Claire, and the cop.
Yeah. He did get them all. Yeah, he got up.
I'm like, what is that? What is this? I peeped that. I was like, first, why Claire? Because then Claire had a thing with Daredevil.
Yeah, she
So
did.
she a super hoe. Luke
Yeah,
Cage is super hoe. And Jessica, she's just drunk.
yeah. You heard Jessica? She told him, we can go get some coffee again.
Yeah. When she said coffee, I was like,
Yeah, you already know.
Yo.
And he didn't even answer.
Yeah, he answered because So I'm saying that's just this moral ambiguity is like, yo, stand for something, man. I'm with the nurse right now.
He did at that point though, because Jessica was just giving him the opportunity, like, hey, we could definitely go get some coffee again. And he just stared at her for a second and just walked off.
Yeah. Get some coffee. That's funny.
That is.
Yo, dude.
That's how that cop got it too.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know what it was, but that character, Misty, she just did it for me. Boy. I'm talking about Rosario Dawson used to be it for me, but Misty had it in this show for me, boy.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, I mean, she real beautiful. She's definitely beautiful. Her character, man. I don't know why they kept her out of the loop so much, knowing she knew a lot of the shit that was going on. Like,
oh, the big thing in superhero land is I don't tell you nothing so I can protect you.
Yeah.
And sometimes that don't make no sense. Like, how can I be prepared with what might come my way if I don't know nothing?
Yeah.
And how are you telling me?
Last minute?
Yeah, how you telling me gonna put me in danger? All it's gonna do is have me act more cautiously. That logic never made sense. Like, if you ever find out who Peter Parker is, you're gonna go after their unsuspecting family, and when you call them and say code 10, they ain't know what that means because you ain't never told them nothing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta race back to the house.
That's what Daredevil was doing with that chick who he liked. Oh, I can't tell you. You just need to trust me. Like, God damn it, bro. All you got to do is just tell her, hey, listen, I just got into it with the hand again, and, they definitely coming. So we need to go ahead and get you somewhere so don't that happen.
Yeah. I tried not to get involved, but I was sucked in. He really put an effort not to get involved when they was at the Chinese restaurant. He was following Jessica, and they showed up at the place, so he was trying not to get involved, but his homeboy Foggy brought him the suit. Yeah, I guess I got to this the hand. But you know who I kind of had a problem with the way they wrote the character, Danny. Like, he's so headstrong and stupid. Like, just stop it with your quest for 2 seconds and think. He just Danny Rand.
But they said he's a grown man in a child's body because he was.
Well, he didn't mature when he was aging over there.
Yeah,
he got to go to Coney Island in order to grow the fuck up.
No, it's sort of like that shit with Michael Jackson. Like, he had his childhood taken from him just to become a star. So, and when he became grown, he had a chance to try to see if he can try to see how it felt to be a kid, even though he's grown now. But this the same thing with Danny Rand. Like, when he went to Kunlao, he was a kid. So, they treated him like an adult, building him up, training him and all that.
Yeah, he is naive, but man, just they teach him wisdom over there. Teach him wisdom, right?
Yeah,
And it was him though that saw what was painfully obvious. There's a reason that Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Daredevil, and him met up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least he saw that. But
his character always it made him seem like he a little pussy.
At least he was fighting faster this time. Oh man, in his show, but he was fighting in slow motion, boy. At least in this one, he was really fighting. I guess because Daredevil fight scenes is intense, so you can't put Daredevil next to Iron Fist and Iron Fist fighting like a old man. You know what I'm saying? Daredevil, he had to raise Iron Fist's game because Daredevil he ain't playing when he was fighting.
Yeah, the fight. I like the fight scenes were good, man. I think they did good with this. I can't wait to see what they do with the Punisher because I think that Punisher is gonna be straight bloody. You already know it's just gonna be no mercy. That's the only way they can do it, man. That dude right there, man. He set it off in that last Daredevil. He really set it off.
Yo, did you check out that Guardian of the Galaxy yet?
Guardian of the Galaxy. You talking about the last one?
Yeah, Volume 2.
Yeah, I saw that one. The one when he was seeing his dad.
What you think about that CGI on Kurt Russell's face in the beginning of this movie?
Oh. It did all right.
I just couldn't stop looking at it. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I see it, and it looked clean, but my brain wouldn't accept it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I see it. It looked good, but my brain wouldn't accept it.
Yeah.
And wasn't that the most countryest girl you ever seen?
You thought that he was with?
Yeah. Peter Quill mama. Boy, I have no idea what you're saying, but I sure like the way you say it.
Man. Hey, is that in the comic books? Like, is his daddy like a guy for real? That's on the movies there.
I am not sure because the cartoon Guardian of the Galaxy completely different. His dad's like some king in some faraway planet. And that threw me for a loop because I saw the cartoon before I saw the movie, and I'm like, yo, what? But it might be so in the comic book. I don't know because in the comic book they had Marvel start releasing comics to match the movies. Prior to this Guardians of the Galaxy movie, that wasn't even a crew. It was a different group of people in the Guardians of the Galaxy, and they had to kind of redo it because there was different folks in there. Like, for example, I don't know if you remember that dude Nova from Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. He was wearing that Nova helmet. on the Nova Corps. Like, he was in the Guardians of the Galaxy. But, you know, they had to revamp it because of the characters they chose to do in the show. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching Groot.
Yeah.
His little dance sequence at the beginning. And be stupid. Like, oh, he's so stupid. And
But Quill is not a regular human, though, right?
Yeah, he have alien. Basically, this what happened. His dad was a planet.
Yeah.
And what he did was, because he's a planet, he created, like, for example, you know how humans here on Earth came from Earth? We didn't come from somewhere else. So he created beings that came from the planet, just like humans came from this Earth, and go out to see what other beings he can merge with to share his power with. You know, so it was a human, you know, that he made as a vessel. You know what I'm saying? But his consciousness was the same as the planet, but that physical body was just a shell. You know, it wasn't him. He could just, it made him compatible with Earthlings, I guess.
Man, hey, so what about on the video game topic? That damn new Call of Duty.
I've been playing World War II. Llama gone now, but I wonder if he enjoyed me playing World War II. He missed that. Okay, my take on World War II. It's hard for me to totally like it because they only beta core, and I don't play core because for whatever reason, when I play core, it's harder. It's hard, boy. You having a good day on eBay, boy. It's harder for me to kill people in core mode, even with my fiber internet. You know, hardcore. If I see you first, you dying. But for whatever reason, on core, you can turn around and shoot me. And I don't understand how I'm dumping bullets in you, and you can turn around and shoot me. It shouldn't be that way. It should be I'm dumping bullets in you. You should die.
Those are the worst kill. I don't like dying like that. I don't like when I got the upper hand and I still die. I just be like,
yeah, man,
fuck.
And then they got these things. The first kill streak is the Molotov cocktail. And you can kill the dude that throw it, but if it busts by you, you burn it to death after the fact. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And then they got these shotguns. They call incendiary rounds. And it's like the range on them things are ridiculous. And and that's another reason I got a problem with core. Yeah, if you hit me with your shotgun, I should be effed up. But you shouldn't be able to turn around and shoot me with your shotgun if I'm dumping bullets in you. You see what I'm saying? I get it. You hit me with your shotgun, it should do damage to me. It should probably kill me. But you shouldn't be able to turn around and shoot me with your shotgun if I'm dumping bullets in you. And man, I be dumping bullets in people. They turn around and hit with their little incendiary shotgun and I burn up and die. I'm like, this don't make no sense.
Man, so this one right here definitely going to be better than the last one because you know everybody got their pre-orders going.
Well, it's going to be, you know, more people to play with, but here's what folks got to get reaccustomed to. No more double jumping, so people drop shotting. First thing they do is lay down on the ground.
Yeah, they shoot you in and lay all the way down.
That's so fucking annoying. Oh my god.
Because you be missing them because you still aiming high.
Well, no. I just hate the fact that we're using mechanics of a video game to get the kill versus if this was, I know this ain't real. I get it. It's not real. Okay? But if I shoot you, it should be hard. If I'm shooting you first, it should be harder for you to kill me. Your gun should be better than mine. Something should give you the upper hand while you can kill me versus I'm shooting you first and all you doing is laying down and getting the kill. And I'm like, you know, I have to dump a clip in these old guns. Every kill, dump a clip, I got to reload. And every time I get caught reloading, because if I start trying to kill somebody else with that same clip, I'm going to run out of bullets and they're going to kill me anyway. So I kill somebody and reload. So I have a whole clip. And that shouldn't take that many bullets to kill somebody. But when I see people kill me, it don't seem to take as many bullets. As soon as I come around the corner and show my face, I'm dead.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is. I got a little pain. Like I said, I got fiber. I don't know what it is that create that scenario for me. But that's always what I had to deal with. So
I think that's everybody though.
Well, it ain't the cats that be killing me. Shit.
Everybody deal with that, man. I've seen Duke complain about that. I've complained about that. Just sometimes, for some reason,
I think it's the side of the country we on. When it comes to Call of Duty, I think people living on the West Coast got an advantage.
Could be.
I think East Coast people need to play East Coast people, and West Coast people need to play West Coast people, because it's not fair, because they closer to the servers.
Damn, man. We're down to like what, 2 systems. You know, back in the day, you probably had like 3, 4 systems that was battling it out. But we're down to 2.
Not really. Nintendo, Sega, and then after Nintendo, Sega, that next gen, we talking Dreamcast, N64, a Jaguar for a brief period of time.
You gotta think about with Sega and Nintendo, you had Turbo Graphics 16. You had
Turbo Graphics 16 was trying to get in there, but they couldn't. Turbo Graphics 16 is like the way the fucking Nvidia Shield is. Okay, it has its own little niche market.
They last longer. They all right, because you had 3DO. 3DO did not last that long. I think Turbo Graphics outlasted 3DO. They outlasted Jaguar. Who else? Yeah, I think because Turbo Graphics also came out with another console. They came out with. They also had Neo. They was a part of Neo Geo, wasn't it? The people that made Neo Geo, I think, made Turbo Graphics.
I'm not sure, but I remember.
I'm not sure.
I remember the Neo Geo. But the thing about Neo Geo, they had
too expensive.
They had that. Well, I didn't know. None of that. All that shit was out of my price range.
Well, you remember they was 600. I think they was around 500-600. The Neo Geo.
Oh wow! Especially back then when the Super Nintendo used to be like $250, man. $40 for a cartridge. $40 for that old dinky shit that I can barely play now. I can't.
Hey, you know what me and my uncles used to do with our Super Nintendo? Now this was back in the day when you had Blockbuster. Yeah, so we would go to Blockbuster, get a game that just came out on cartridge. My uncle, he was a professional at this shit.
He would take it apart and put
Well, he wouldn't even do that. He would peel the stickers, the labels, and switch the labels on them. That shit, I don't think he didn't never get caught doing that too either, man. So we switch the labels on that shit, return it, and then we just had that new game like that.
Man, that's crazy. So,
that was crazy, man. We did that. That's when we had the Super Nintendo. We used to do that, John.
But then you had what Sega tried to step it up with the Dreamcast, but either it was ahead of its time or what, I don't know. It just didn't make it.
Well, you had Dreamcast, you had Sony, and you had N64 at that time.
Yeah, but in the N64, the only reason they lasted was because they, one, hit first, and two, they had fun games. Nintendo, the only reason Nintendo stayed alive because they had fun games. Then and they had titles that people just had to have, like Zelda.
Yeah.
You know, if Nintendo licensed out some of their characters, just think how much better Mario could be if they licensed out their character to fucking PlayStation.
Man, it wouldn't be no need to get a Nintendo then.
Well, if you could make the contract in such a way to where there's certain content, it has to be original content. We cannot have the same game on the console. It has to be, you use Mario for some new story shit, you know, with Mario bleeding and shit, cussing, whatever, you know. But like they should license out Zelda and Metroid to fucking PlayStation so they can make a real Zelda game.
But you know what was stupid about All right, so you had the Dreamcast, and you had Sony, and you had damn N64. Now, Nintendo 64 was supposed to be a higher bit than Sega and Sony because they was both 32, right? I
Mm-hmm.
think both of those was 32. So how if Nintendo was supposed to have been 64, why were they not better? Their games, those games were supposed to look better than the 32-bit ones. Sega and Womcott then was still killing the
On
Nintendo
the
64
graphics.
in terms of graphics.
Yeah, well, I think it might have something to do with the format they chose to go with. They chose to go with the cartridge format. Maybe the cartridge format has a type of limitation that the disc
Uh,
format didn't
as
have.
far as
See,
storage,
see, yes, because all of that detail is just storage, and how fast can it read the cartridge versus how fast can it read the disc. So we switch over to
yeah,
the disc. You know, your CDs back then still CDs 700 megabytes. How
mhm,
much space was on a cartridge? Um,
yeah,
I think that was probably why they didn't make it because being that you first, when other people behind you come, they can take advantage of current technology that you ain't have.
yeah,
And Nintendo 64, I don't know what it was about their polygons or something, but it was fucking niggas heads up. Like Golden
yeah,
Knife used to hurt, man. I'm like I can't play. I'm getting dizzy.
yeah. Yeah, you know what? You're right too. Because even today's with the Xbox Ones, you still can get the disc, but you still have to download content when you buy the disc.
Yep.
So even the content now is too much for the disc that they put it on.
Yep. And that's because I don't know why with Xbox. And the same thing with PlayStation. Blu-rays. Well, that's what the game now are holding so much. Like especially with the patches and
Yeah,
stuff. Like if I go look at my hard drive right now, I'm holding like 60, 70, 80 gigs of storage for a game, and I'm like, this don't make no sense. But a
hmm,
Blu-ray maximum capacity is like 50 gigs. And they're not gonna full it up. You know, they're not gonna full it up. They're gonna put probably 25, 30 gigs on a Blu-ray, and you know,
yeah,
but what the reason I buy disc is disc is like my title. When I mean
yeah,
title, like my car title, my deed. I got something I
hmm,
can put my hands on that's proof of ownership. This is mine. That's why I still buy discs. Folks that buy the digital downloads, all it take is for something to happen in your account and the shit don't read. And you got no more. And you ain't got nothing you can sell.
they may make it to where your digital content becomes, you can sell it. They're gonna do that because that's where they're going. They're going with trying to make everybody go digital. So it's gonna come a point to where
To
you're
make you
gonna
go
be able to
digital, you got to
sell.
stop making hard copies.
Yeah, I buy hard every now and then, man. Like when I go catch them deals at GameStop, I see some games that was fire. That's like the Batman Arkham games. You can go get those at good price right
I
now.
got my Ghost. I got my Black Ops 3. I got my Injustice 2. I got hey, my God of War,
Oh man,
Titanfall.
look how you touching them discs.
Yep, with my greasy fingers.
Hey, look,
My
look, bro.
Battlefield 1. I played Battlefield 1 like twice.
That used to be like a pet peeve. When somebody be switching out games, I'd be like, "Come on now, you don't know how to grab a CD. All you gotta do is just pop the middle,
Yeah.
hold on the side in the middle, and then put it in there."
I barely played Titanfall. I think I'm gonna play story mode on Titanfall. Um, yeah, I got my Battlefield 1. I think I'm gonna play story mode on that.
Let me see. Out of all the games I got five of the copies, but I got a couple of digital copy games on my system.
I used to bootleg PS2 games. Oh man, I used to download PS2 games from the internet, and I had a PlayStation.
Modded.
Yeah, I had the trap door on my PlayStation. Back when you had the big PS2, and you had to put a special door on it that it will open, but the things they can still close. And I had this special disc that will tell it, yo, it will prep the PlayStation to play the bootleg. And
Yeah.
man, oh man, that was the day. I used to download all my games from the internet, and I was like, whatever, I get whatever. It don't even matter.
Man, I used to read those how to mod. It would just sound like too much work to me, man. So I never did it. I never did it.
Yeah, I'm glad I ain't read it. You know, there was a flea market in Orlando that Buddy he'll do it for you. You just bring your console and he sold everything you need. And he'll put a special case on your PlayStation. Yo, about Warforged warranty. You ready? Let's go. And he mod your PlayStation, and you know that's it. He didn't sell the bootleg games, but he just mod your PlayStation because basically the mod was to allow you to play genuine games from out the country, like Japanese games and stuff like that. But because United States PlayStation can't play Japanese games, and so you had the mod. Like I had a mod where I had the real Mario 2 because the Mario 2 we got was a completely different game. It wasn't the real Mario 2. So it was real Mario 2 came out in like Japan, and one of the mods let me do that.
Yeah.
I had this one mod called Super Nintendo Station where it was a disc with every last Super Nintendo game that you could play on the PlayStation. I was like, yeah, this is happening.
Damn. Just still on the video game subject. Now we have this thing where some women they feel like guys who still play video games have not grown up yet, and you know, like, you got some women that have a problem with that. So, is there an age that video games should stop being played? Or is it the fact that some dudes probably take it too far when you're in a relationship? You know, you probably take video gaming too far. How can you take video gaming too far when you okay, better yet, how can you do video games and have a relationship?
Easy. Know who you in a relationship with. If video games is a big part of your life, why should you have to give that up to be in a relationship?
Because I'll say this, the only women that'll probably be okay with a guy playing video games a lot is women that play video games themselves.
Not necessarily true. That statement of you too old to be playing video games, that's an ignorant statement. That's not a statement based off of make sense and facts and give me some reasons why what you're saying makes sense. That's a statement based off of ignorance. Because that person 9 times out of 10 don't play video games because they think it's immature or whatnot. Now, my wife, she plays games, but she don't play games like I do. But at the same time, she don't trip because she know that in this life, you got taxes, you got dealing with motherfuckers on the job, you got problems in this world, and you got things you can do to help relieve some of that pressure. Some people like to go shopping. Some people like to sew. Some people like to eat. Some people like to play video games. Whatever it is that you do to help you find your little relaxing place. I was watching. You ever seen House of Cards?
House of Cards. Oh yeah, yeah.
You remember in season 1 of House of Cards, he would go off into his room and play PlayStation, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
This dude in his 60s. Why? Because he finds it relaxing. You see what I'm saying? Now, when you when you're a deadbeat, nobody, and you're not producing nothing into a relationship, you're not bringing no added value to the relationship, and you're playing video games, that's a problem. Okay? But for recreation, there should be nothing wrong with somebody playing video games for recreation's sake.
Yeah. And I would say, I don't see nothing. You can have you can be with a woman who plays video games and understand that that could be your me time, or your relaxing time. And for people, now people can abuse video games. If you play video games and you miss out on handling some business just
Hmm.
to play video games, I would say it's a problem then.
Yeah.
When you slacking on your business, and then but you so into playing this new game that you fail to get the money that you need to pay your bills or
Yeah.
something like that, then
And
yeah.
and it's not the video game. It
Yeah,
is the
the
lack of
person.
discipline in the individual. Some people let other things be that thing that cause them to not be responsible.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
TV shows.
yeah, watching TV.
Yeah,
There's
TV shows.
there's some of the other things that can be pointed to. Um, and for me, you know, every time I play, I'm streaming, so I'm trying to build something when I play. Yes, I'm
Yeah,
playing for fun and recreation, but I'm also trying to build something. So
that,
it's more than just playing. But if you gonna trip over a dude playing these games are rated M for mature, who's supposed to play these games?
yeah. They made them for grown people. The only game they probably made specifically for kids would be Nintendo.
Yeah, they targeting me. They
Yeah,
targeting seriously. Parents who buy their kids PlayStation ain't trying to make their kids have fun. They trying to produce kids that got issues. Cause PlayStation ain't for kids. Xbox ain't for kids. These are adult toys. Just think about it.
hmm
Yeah, they got like a Lego this and a Disney Discover that or whatever movies out at the time game. But for the most part, all of the games worth a damn on the consoles are mature games.
yeah. And that market seems like that they didn't create that market until like when Mortal Kombat started. Right? I think Mortal Kombat was one of the first violent games that came out. Like violent as in like start showing blood and guts and stuff like that. Because if you
Look,
think about Contra, you run around, you was shooting your enemies. You
but
didn't see no blood come
yeah,
out
they
and
just
stuff.
poof disappeared or whatnot.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
somebody fade out. They'll
Oh
blink
yeah,
out and
exactly.
disappear. Or you see all these slow explosions. You know,
Yeah, but you did have Dragon. You had dang, what is it
you
called?
talking about Ninja Gaiden
Dragon.
or
No,
Double Dragon?
Dragon. Double Dragon.
Yeah,
They start showing a little blood. Streets of Rage. They start showing a little blood. When you fight somebody, you'll see the blood come down his nose. You had to look hard because it was a
I'm
lot of
about to
pixels.
say it was like very pixelated. A lot of them games ain't show nothing, man. It was just dudes punching. You see punching every day, and
Hmm.
the same dude, But these games, especially these games now, they got these horror games where you in the woods and it's the whole purpose of the game is to scare you. You got to play it in the dark. You know what I'm saying? And like Jason, why am I Jason Voorhees? What children is playing this game? And there's children go on YouTube and watch this crap. You
You talking
know,
about Slaughterhouse, right?
that's a game. They got Friday the 13th. They got, and then these games with like zombies and blood and guts. And I play this up here in this room. I will not play this for my children.
Yeah.
No, my son can't even watch something too real. Like I tried watching Guardians of the Galaxy with him. And the monster in the beginning, I'm like, he don't need to be seeing this. You know what I'm saying? and children, they'll sit there and just watch. But I'm like, this big goopy monster, they cutting him up, and he don't need to be seeing this.
The other crazy thing is, speaking of like TV shows, our kids are finna really be exposed to, man on man and woman on woman
Yeah.
relationships.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
mean, that's definitely finna be what's going on in these shows. Because I mean, it's already in there now. Especially what didn't they do that in Game of Thrones?
Oh
Definitely, right?
man, Game of Thrones is full of every kind of wrong. Okay,
Yeah.
Game of Thrones is full of every kind of wrong, and that's one of the reasons why it's loved. You got
Yeah.
there was a little bit of hate on the gay people in Game of Thrones, like some of the characters be like, oh, he's a sissy or whatever, and but they didn't trip like, oh, he got to die. But there was a period when they had like this religious group take over, and it was like,
Yeah.
oh, we finna anything that's not natural, we killing it for everybody. You convert, repent, or we kill it. There was a period where the religious group came through, but at the end of the day, the religious group, they lost, they died. You know what I'm saying? So, but in everything, what get me is shows try so hard to make it seem like something is normal, and I don't know what's normal because all I know is my life. But every DC show has a gay person in it. The Flash has a gay
These-
person in it.
Yeah.
Um, Hold on, I'm not sure about the Flash, but I know Arrow has a gay person in it. The Legends of Tomorrow has a gay person in it. But they're all connected. Supergirl has a gay person in it, and Supergirl really went far. And I ain't got nothing against gay people, but I'm like, So, are we doing affirmative action where we got to make sure we put one in every show? Like, what are we trying to accomplish? For me, all behavior is communication. Okay, nothing is by accident in scripted television. So, if you're doing this, are we trying to level the playing field, or are we playing catching up? What are we trying to accomplish?
Oh, you know that definitely. It's definitely one of them things where they're saying you can't have a heterosexual relationship and not have a bisexual relationship, and that's what it seems like they. Because when you look at all these shows, I mean, even this, watching this show called Salem. I mean, they got that going on, and there's no show almost that you won't see it. Like, especially if it's a good show, you gonna see it in there. Like Game of Thrones, you definitely gonna. It's in there.
Shoot,
But what else?
Game of Thrones is full of incest, bruh.
What is the other hot show? Another hot show. Damn.
Yo, have you ever got into Westworld?
Nah.
All right, Westworld's on break. Go pick up season 1 of Westworld, and Anthony Hopkins is in it. It's an HBO show. Check Westworld out. I'm waiting for Westworld to come back on because basically it's like a theme park, right?
Yeah.
Imagine going to Disney World where all of the people that work there is there for your desire to do whatever you want with. So if you come there and you want to just kill 30 people, you can kill all the people that work there because all the people that work there are robots. But they look like you and me, and it's hard to tell the difference. Okay?
Yeah.
And so if you want to just smash all day long, you can come in and smash. If you want to go on a shootout at the OK Corral, whatever you want to do, you can do it. And every night when you go in to sleep or whatever you sleeping at, they reset. Unless you on a storyline that you went off on some mission that ain't finished yet, your folks ain't gonna reset. But back in the town, everybody reset for anybody who want to do it. And a season of that, the theme park is set in the Wild West, but it's a futuristic, like, okay, somebody dropped a photo in the theme park, and one of the animatronic people picked it up, and it fucked up his programming because, what's up, Lama? It messed up his programming because he saw a picture of like New York City, present day, and it just jacked up his program, and they had to go and fix him. And one of the chicks woke up because you know what they do when, let's say you got shot 3 times or whatnot, you die. Well, they got to go and fix you to get you ready for the next day. Well, she wakes up in the back room where they were fixing people, and it just messed her up, and she makes one of them dudes keep her memory intact and make her smarter, and she tried to escape. And she tried to take over the facility or lead a facility, you got to check out season 1 of Westworld. I need to let you into my Plex, so you
Man,
you can.
here's the thing. I can't. It's too many, man.
Yeah, too
It's
many.
too many.
Yeah.
I can't, man. Look, all right.
I feel you because you're trying to learn and accomplish and do your programming and all of that. I feel you.
No, not that, man. It's just like I gotta do one show at a time.
Oh, that's how you watch shows.
I got to, man. Like I said, like right now I'm checking out Salem, and it's all about witchcraft and stuff. I like shit like that, like vampires, witchcraft, werewolves. I like them type of shows. And it's like somebody was telling me you need to look at there's so many other shows, man. It's just like, bro, I really can't.
Let me
What is the?
something. I'm finna pull up my site.
How many shows you watch at one time?
I watch all of them that's on. Okay, let me explain. I'm finna go to my. This is how I track my shows, and I'm finna pull it up on the thing so everybody can see. Let me move me out the way because I'm not important right now. I'm gonna pull you over here. Boom. All right. So I'm gonna pull you side by side. As a matter of fact, I'm taking you out of the picture too. Boom. So,
It's because I used to watch. Like I said, I used to watch Game of Thrones, man. You know what though? The shows that I kind of like made time for, like I saw Daredevil, I saw Jessica Jones. Now those DC shows, I get into those and I knock those out. But it's like some of these shows, man.
All right, so here's my thing right here, right? I'm gonna make it bigger so it can.
God damn, you got points.
Yeah, I've been a member as long as I've been with Chris. We got together October 2007, and shortly after that, no, this September, this right before me and her officially became boyfriend.
What can you do with them points?
I don't know, but let me. I'm actually not logged in.
Oh, I saw Alphas. I like the Alphas. Alphas was fun.
Yeah. All these shows that's in my favorite, I've watched everything. I'm watched Westworld. I've seen all of that. Seen all of that. And Young Justice coming back. Seen all of that. All these shows. Spartacus. Oh, Spartacus. The only show is The Walking Dead I haven't seen from beginning to end.
I saw Spartacus. That was nice.
Now, here's how I know what's coming, right? American Dad, Last Ship is coming on the 3rd. American Dad, Last Ship. This is upcoming episodes. This is recently aired episodes. Upcoming premieres. Gotham. I'm looking forward to Orville. I need to get.
I like the Gotham too.
MacGyver. I tried to get into MacGyver and I couldn't. But then you got your favorite characters from the shows that you watch. You know, I used to do this, but these are my peoples from
I
all
love
the shows.
Supergirl too.
You love the character, the person?
Now, I think Supergirl is a good show.
Oh, you think it's a good show?
That's a good show.
Yeah, I think they try too hard to talk to girls. What I mean by that is, yes, girls are your primary demographic, but y'all trying too hard. Like, it's like Gilmore Girls with powers sometimes. And I'm like, this not life. Like, that's why you got to set it in a separate universe from The Flash and Arrow, because this.
Oh, I remember Terra Nova too.
Yeah, man, I love that show. Like, the best shows get canceled. Terra Nova was the business. And so when
that dude, the dude that play in Salem, like he's like a witch killer. He's in Nova. It's that old man with like the white beard and shit, the white hair.
Yeah, him. He was in Avatar.
Yeah.
All right, Almost Human. That was a great show. APD is coming back. Is APD coming back? Oh, it's been canceled. Oh my God. See, this is what I'm talking about. All the good shows don't make it. This billionaire bought a police department in Chicago, giving them tech to step up the game, and it's been canceled.
Constantine is fire.
Constantine canceled.
Yeah, that was fire. I like the Constantine. I saw those.
Dominion. But this dude, they really loved him because they brought his character back for Arrow. And there's there is a. If I go to my Plex library real quick, there is a DC movie. Um, DC. This is what I'm watching now: Batman and Harley Quinn. But there's a DC movie. If I go to movies, and it's called, what's the name of that movie? It's DC. Justice League Dark. Justice League Dark. Where you at? Go down to the J's. Boom. All right. John Wick, great movies. Justice League. Come on. There it is, right here. Constantine's in this, and they use the exact same dude to voice this Constantine. And,
I think I saw that one.
Yeah, and
that's animated, right?
Yeah, animated. Yeah, yeah, man. DC killing on the animation side of the game. Okay, yo, this Batman and Harley Quinn. Yo, Harley Quinn ties up Nightwing, and you say, you know what? I think I'm gonna get me some. And she basically takes Nightwing's sex. Okay, they obviously don't show it, but that's what happens. Harley Quinn and Nightwing does it, and I'm like, really? In this The Killing Joke, Batman and freaking Batgirl does it.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
you know, yeah, this is it right here, Batman and Harley Quinn, and she flicks birds in this. She cusses. I'm like, y'all winning on the animated movie side of the game. The only reason Marvel is winning on the regular movie side of the game is because they did it first. That's it. They did it first, and they had a plan, and they executed. They said, we're going to have a connected universe, an extended universe, and we're just going to make really fun movies.
But I would say, man, it's the fact that DC is rushing. Like, they did a great job with Wonder Woman. Like, if they could just do that with the rest of their movies.
Well, see, here's the thing. People hold DC movies to a higher standard than they hold Marvel movies. Okay? They always want Superman to be perfect. And DC be scared. Warner Brothers get scared to just make the movie, man. Quit. Like, for example, I don't know what happened with Batman. They let Batman lose his mind with Batman and Robin, and Batman and Robin really killed the Batman franchise. They had to start over. I don't know if it was Christian Bale that made them had to start it over again, but that Batman was a great Batman. Batman Begins, that Nolan trilogy. It was based more in reality. But this, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice was actually not a terrible movie. People just are haters, man, and we can't appreciate what this is without hating on Marvel. Like really, you can't. There's not enough room in your heart for both movies.
That's what I was telling people, man. I was like, bro, that new Batman versus Superman to me was nice.
Yeah,
I don't know what everybody else.
I like Man of Steel, but folks hating on Man of Steel because they want Superman. They can't let go of Christopher Reeves. They can't let him go. Gotta let Christopher Reeves go. But
that Justice League movie may do nice, man. If they need to capitalize off of that nice, off that nice
Wonder Woman came out. All of the trailer and posters for Justice League put Wonder Woman in the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you ain't got to do all that. Folks going to watch the movie. But they did it first. So whoever does it first is going to get the most love for doing it. Okay? You know how long they could have done? Because DC been making successful movies since the 70s. If you go back to the 70s and 80s when Marvel tried to do it, it was trash. You know how long they could have made an expanded universe, but they didn't? Like, why not?
Hey, speaking of movies, how did you feel about that Tom Cruise, The Mummy?
I'm not finished with it. I got to the part where he wakes up in the morgue. Um, that's how far I got. When he wakes up in the morgue and he's like, "Who's in charge here?" And I had to stop watching it. I just got it last night. When I was getting Game of Thrones, I got it. So I'm not finished. Oh yeah, let me go back to my TV shows. So I use um that other website, sharetv.org, to know what shows I want to download, right? Farscape, one of my favorite shows, by the way. If you see something crazy like Grey's Anatomy, that's because of her. Incorporated was a great show that didn't make it a whole season. Basically, the corporations own the government, and that's just the way it was. And you had, oh man, Incorporated was such a great show. I even watched Powerless. I never got into Orphan Black. Somebody gave it to me. I need to get into Orphan Black.
You know what? I watch Power too.
Well, I don't watch Power. I never got into Power. V was good, canceled. All the good sci-fi show are good.
Oh, I remember V. Mm-hmm. I remember V. Those aliens, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I watched all that. I
got all of The Wire. I got all the Young Justice. Just that Westworld I was telling you about. How many episodes of Westworld I got? 9 episodes. Yeah, man, this Westworld is the illest.
I think Power is better than Empire. It's like
well, it's a premium channel show.
They're basically the same though. Yeah. I mean, they're based off the same drama and money and all of that.
It's only so much you can do on cable TV when you got premium, channel show. I got this for Crystal.
Just to inform people, if you're still listening to us, the show is over with. We're just rambling right now.
We're just talking. Revolution. The premise behind Revolution was phenomenal. The power went out.
Yeah. What about the 100? It's like the same way, right?
No, the 100 is the 100. I can't wait till that come back. We done blew up the world, so we've been living in the space station for almost 100 years. So we looking for we running out of resource. Space station falling apart. We all gonna die. So what we do is we send our young folks, 100 of our juvenile delinquents, down to the surface.
See if they make it.
If they make it, we gonna go to. And what they had to find out first, the juvenile delinquents like F these. You see that thing around her wrist on this 100 right here? That thing around her wrist is a way for them on the space station to see if she's still alive. So all of the people took them off, so they didn't know nothing, right? Yeah. These are kids. That's what they're gonna do. And one of the kids, this is how we find out that we not alone and everybody ain't dead on the earth. He catch a spear to the chest. Next thing you know, there's a whole bunch of people already here, and they so backwards, like they done went backwards. Culturally, tribal, and stuff like if kind of like Planet of the Apes, the one Planet of the Apes where they was worshiping this rocket and it was kind of faded, so they called it what letters that was left. Same thing with V'ger on Star Trek, the one with Captain Kirk and that bald-headed lady. The movie, I think it was called Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Where she was like, V'ger, come to find out V'ger was like some Voyager satellite that we sent out a long time ago that kind of got sentient or whatnot. So 100 years passed, everything destroyed, no internet, no nothing, no electricity, no nothing. So they just went tribal, and they started worshiping like some tech that wasn't working, some symbols on some tech that wasn't working. But the show is actually a great show. But guess what? Kissing girls. She's kissing girls. Okay, let's go through it. Okay, APB. Did they do it in APB? No, they didn't do it in APB. But an Arrow. He got a husband, and her sister's kissing girls. Okay, that's Arrow. What else? Game of Thrones. This is one of my favorite shows, man. I love this show. This show right here, Legend of Korra, was a great show.
Legend of Korra.
Yeah, it's the next iteration of Avatar. Yeah, Avatar, the last Airbender. Well, the Legend of Korra, she was like the next Avatar after the one in there.
Oh yeah. I remember hearing about that.
I never got into the Star Wars Rebels. Never got into Scorpion. Stargate Universe canceled after like one season. Pissed because Stargate.
Man, they had so many fucking Stargates, man. They had like
Stargate SG-1, Stargate Atlantis, and
yeah.
then Stargate Universe. Basically, the whole premise behind Stargate, everything happened inside of the Milky Way in Stargate SG-1. Stargate Atlantis took it to the next galaxy over, called the Pegasus Galaxy. Stargate Universe, every episode we hop in from galaxy to galaxy. But the premise of it was they were trapped on this ship. They couldn't get off the ship. The ship would just stop to like refuel, resupply. It was automated and they couldn't control the ship. But so they were stuck on the ship and the ship was going farther and farther away from Earth. And they all went into stasis. And that was the last episode of the show on like the first or second season. I was pissed.
Man, damn, what was that show? The Spartacus?
Yeah.
That show, man, I loved it when it first came out. Then when we heard Buddy had cancer, and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Spartacus. Yeah. This is what I like about Plex. All this extra. You know what I'm saying? These extras.
Yeah.
They do it for you. I'm like, yeah. Outcast was a decent show, but it was like a
Did that dude die?
Yeah, he died for real. This guy's
Damn.
dead. Yeah, it sucks too, man. Cause I liked him. I like him better than him. This dude was knock needed. For some reason, I don't like when you knock needed on camera. Like I shouldn't know that. But I seen him walking. I'm like, oh, you knock needed. Oh, that's weird. You can't be my hero. Oh, this whole new MacGyver. I got like one episode in. I'm like, why is it that everybody gotta look young? Like, do you remember growing up? All of the heroes, the $6 Million Man, he looked like a man. MacGyver back then looked like a man. Shoot, what else? What's some of the other shows? The Fall Guy. I don't know if you remember The Fall Guy. All the shows we watched growing up, they voiced, either they smoked or whatever, I don't know. They was deep voiced, men looking people. All these shows now, like, this dude's a kid. Ain't no way you got all the experience and expertise to do what MacGyver does. That's why I couldn't get into it. You know.
Man.
But I use Share TV.
Yeah.
I use Share TV to, the Flashcast, Hartley Sawyer, as Elongated Man. Oh, snap, they're getting Elongated Man.
I know I've seen, like I said, I like vampire movies, so I've seen the originals, True Blood.
They're getting ready to cancel the originals after the 5th season. It's going to be their last season.
Yeah.
Rerun was a good show that only made it, didn't even get past the pilot. One episode they went back in time, but here's what's crazy. I could have sworn they copied this show with another show. What's that show that's out now where they go back in time? There's another show where they go back in time.
Damn.
There's a show now, I think it's on NBC. It comes on Tuesday night, and they go back in time, and I can't think of the name of it. Maybe it's in my list of my shows. I used to love Babylon 5. Well, that was great. Battlestar Galactica was awesome. Fringe was good. Flash Forward. Was it Flash Forward? Nah. That's canceled. Incorporated. Kings was a great show. Didn't make it.
Kings.
Yeah, that's why I started watching this guy. Well, no, I started watching this guy from. He was on a Western show called Deadwood on HBO, and that's why I started watching this guy. And I was like, okay, I like this guy. He has a uniqueness about him, but only made it one season. Basically, it's a modern retelling of King David. This dude is David. Goliath was a tank, and this is King Saul, and it has a prophet in it. It was just like, oh my God, this is so awesome.
The House of Cards is fire too.
Yeah, House of Cards was good. I didn't like how they had to throw that in there in the House of Cards. The Last Ship, I like The Last Ship. Last Resort was crazy. He just straight said, yo, the government was being taken over and he not going to comply with the new government. You know, this is Last Resort. They wanted him to blow up something with a nuke. But The Last Ship is good. Virus took over the world, and you know America failed. All of the major nations failed. Last Ship was good. Lie to Me was good. I liked Lie to Me. Newsroom was good.
All right, so it's 11:15 now. So get back at this
Timeless.
Monday.
There it is. Timeless was a remaking of that show. Good show. But yeah, this is how I do my shows. ShareTV.org.
Yeah. Shoot, as much as you be probably watching the show, you need to probably do that what's that crap? Swag Bucks and all the other crap where they be giving you points to watch them shows, and then you can take those points and like trade them in for like Amazon gift cards, I think even money too.
I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm definitely have to look into that. That's one. I like, and this, you know, start getting to my music library. You know, Plex do it all.
Yeah.
I like to have my stuff. You know, and I like Plex because you know with Plex, I can play this on my phone anywhere. You know.
Yeah. All right, so I'm about to get ready to lay it down. Got a big day tomorrow.
All right, that's what's up.
Okay. So, hope you guys enjoy. See you next Monday. We will definitely have a couple of topics to go over next Monday.
Yeah, we'll talk about that boycott, maybe. We're gonna talk about abortion, maybe. We're gonna talk about Charlottesville and white nationalists, maybe. We're gonna talk about Trump, maybe. we got a bunch of stuff we can potentially talk about tonight. We kept content substance to a minimum tonight, but next week we definitely gonna have some real substantive topics to talk about because we need to talk about this stuff.
Yep. So see y'all next time. Peace.
All right, I'm out.